Good afternoon, everyone. Okay, please stand for a prayer. JC, please lead the prayer. How are you today, class? Brilliant, so am I. By the way, I am Teacher Nina, and I'm your teacher in PED15 for today. I hope that we all get along very well so that we can have a productive and healthy discussion. Is that a deal? Very good. Now, I will be checking your attendance. Mercado, Montemayor. Excellent. Everybody is present. Let's give ourselves a round of applause. Before we start our discussion for today, of course, we must consider some agreement first to make our class conducive to learning. Everybody read. Class agreements. Participate actively, listen attentively, and speak clearly. I want you to obey all these agreements so that we can have a healthy discussion. Do you understand, class? At this juncture, let us have a short recall about what we had last meeting. What was it again? Yes, Carlo. Very good, Carlo. Now, anyone here define leadership? Yes, JC? Excellent idea, JC. Do you have any other questions regarding the topic we tackled last meeting? That's great. Now, before we start our discussion, I want you to take a look at the jumbled letter in front and try to fix it in your mind. I will give you a few seconds and call somebody to answer. So, anyone can volunteer to give the answer? Yes, Briggs. Is it Goldman theory? Let's see. Oh, very good. Let's clap our hands to Briggs. Now, who can... Anyone have here the idea what is Goldman theory? Yes, Jamie. Great idea. Let's clap our hands for Jamie. Job well done, class. Now, based on the short activity we did, our topic for today is about Goldman theory. Okay, let's have watch a short video explain a brief explanation about our topic. Video only shows the introduction of our topic. Are you now excited, class? At this point, let us have the objectives. These are the things that you must consider and achieve as we go through our lesson. So everybody read. At the end of the lesson, students can A. Define the Goldman leadership styles. B. Identify the 6 emotional leadership styles. And lastly, compose a short essay about the personal experiences related to Goldman theory. Good. I want you to take note of these objectives. Class, okay? Class, after knowing the topic that we are going to tackle today, I know you have already some questions inside your head regarding it. I want you to share those questions to the class now by sticking the sticky notes on our question wall in front with our questions right on it. And I will pick 2 questions so that we can answer that later after the discussion. Let's start our discussion. Okay, Goldman theory or Goldman leadership styles, also known as the 6 emotional leadership styles, developed by Daniel Goleman. It is the styles that leaders can take to make sure of a healthy working environment. Leaders should have the ability to deal with a changing environment on the work floor. If a leader can effectively apply Daniel Goleman's leadership styles in the right situations, they will be more effective in changing the changing environment. According to Goleman leadership styles, every style has a different impact on the team of an organization. Therefore, it is essential to understand that there is no right or wrong leadership style. A leadership style of the Goleman leadership styles can work excellent for a particular situation, but it might work horribly in other cases. The leader must possess the knowledge to understand the leadership styles and have the capability to perform the right leadership style. And now, let's proceed to the 6 emotional leadership styles, which are the affiliative leader, democratic leader, commanding leader, associating leader, visionary, and coaching leader. And now, let's define each 6 emotional leadership styles. The affiliative leader creates harmony and build emotional bonds, while the democratic leader forges consensus through participation, and the commanding leader demands immediate compliance, and the facilitating leader sets high standards for performance, and the visionary leader motivates people toward a common vision, and the coaching leader developing people for the future. Now, let's start the pros and cons of each 6 emotional leadership styles. The check mark shows the advantage and the X mark shows the disadvantage of the styles. So the visionary leader, the pros is provide clarity on shared vision and info and let people find the best way to get there. And the disadvantage is may not motivate more experienced peers, and while the coaching leader connect personal dreams with organization goals and build abilities and loyalties, while the disadvantage, if done badly, can look like micromanaging. While the affiliative leader build the relationship between people, create harmony and collaboration. The disadvantage is may neglect goals and tasks for relationship. In democratic leader, the advantage is get buy-in by involving people and leverage others' expertise. And the disadvantage is make cause and decision. And the facilitating leader, the advantage is uphold high standards and achieve tough goals. And the disadvantage is may cause fatigue and burn out, competent and motivated. The commanding leader is clear and decisive directions, expecting full and instant compliance. And the disadvantage is seem cold and distant and lack by. Since we're done with the discussion, we can now answer the questions we raised earlier. Okay, we will answer it but with a twist. I will be putting all your names here at my container and I will randomly pick 2 and answer one of the questions I choose. Do you get it fast? Okay, let's start. So the question I chose is, what are the importance to know the Goleman theory and what is the advantage of using Goleman leadership styles? Now, who can give me a brief yet concise summary of our discussion? Yes, JC? Okay, very good. Now, how about Mr. Mercado? Can you cite the 6 emotional leadership styles? Brilliant! I bet all of you have understood our discussion. I am right. Let's proceed to our activity. The class will be divided into 2 groups. Each group will choose one among the 6 emotional leadership styles and give an example in the form of drama. Each group will be given time to prepare and present it in front of the class. The presentation will be graded using these rubrics. Okay. Rubrics is for the presentation or the role play is accuracy 50%, oral and dramatic presentation 35%, teamwork 15%, and a total of 100%. Job well done, class. So I will now announcing the grades that you got. Okay, the first group got 97% and the second group got 98%. So let's give a round of applause, everyone. Now let's proceed to our examination. So the coverage of our examination, of course, the lesson that we are tackled today. So get one and pass. So before we end our meeting, I will leave you our assignment. So the instruction is compose a short essay, at least 1 paragraph. It is all about your personal experience or someone you know experience related to Goldman theory. So your assignment will be graded according to the rubrics. So the content is 50%, presentation is 25%, and the diction is 25%, the total of 100%. Okay, that's it for today, class. If everybody did a very great job. So everybody stand and let's have our closing prayer. Okay, JC, please lead the prayer again. Okay, that's all for today, class. Goodbye.